Hello. And welcome to my channel English Stories. Are you ready to listen a very interesting story? Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Let's get started. Today we're going to learn about Elon Musk. The first thing that probably comes to mind when you hear his name is, of course, money. Perhaps it's because he's not just wealthy, he's among the richest in the world, maybe even in history. He has over $421 billion. That amount of money is so enormous that he could give $50 to every person in the world and still have billions left. How did he get rich? Many might think it's due to hard work or a great idea. But here's the thing, it's not just about hard work or ideas. Millions of people work incredibly hard. Millions have brilliant ideas. But they don't become billionaires, do they? So what makes Musk different? We will discuss the decisions he made to become so wealthy. But this story isn't just about money. It's a story about loving what you do, working smart, and taking huge risks. We're going to explore how a young boy from South Africa became a name known all over the world. We'll see how his companies, like Tesla and SpaceX, have changed the world. This video will take you on a journey, from his childhood to his ambitious plans for the future. It's a story that will make you think about what's possible and maybe even inspire you to dream bigger. Chapter 1: Early Life in South Africa. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in a city called Pretoria, South Africa. It's a beautiful place, but it was also a challenging place to grow up. Elon lived with his family. His mother, May, was a model and a dietitian. His father, Errol, was an engineer. He also had a younger brother, Kimball, and a younger sister, Tosca. Elon was a very curious child. He loved asking questions and wanted to understand how things worked. He was also an avid reader. He read countless books, science fiction, books about computers, and books about building things. He enjoyed imagining new worlds and endless possibilities. When Elon was young, he was very interested in computers. It was the early days of computers, and not many people had them at home. But Elon wanted to learn more. He taught himself how to program computers. Programming is like giving instructions to a computer to make it do things. He was very good at it, he was a natural. School was not always easy for Elon. He was a very smart boy, but he didn't always fit in. Some children were not very kind to him, and he was often alone. He preferred reading books over playing with other kids. It was a challenging time for him, and he sometimes had trouble with bullies. Elon's relationship with his father was also difficult. They didn't always understand each other and had different views on many things. This sometimes made life at home hard. His father was very demanding and pushed him a lot, which wasn't always good for Elon. Elon's family was not very rich. They had enough to live on, but they didn't have a lot of extra money. This made Elon think about how he could become successful. He wanted to build a better life for himself. He dreamed of doing great things. As he grew older, he started to feel like he didn't belong in South Africa. He wanted to go somewhere different, somewhere he could learn more and achieve more. He started thinking about leaving South Africa. At the time, the country had a rule that required young men to join the army. Elon didn't want to join the army, he didn't believe it was right. He also wanted to study in other countries. He knew that leaving South Africa was necessary to follow his dreams. He wanted the freedom to think and create. He dreamed of becoming an engineer and an inventor. He wanted to change the world. So, at 17 years old, Elon made a big decision. He chose to leave South Africa and move to a new country, far from home. He decided to go to Canada, a fresh start and a place where he could begin a new life. It was an exciting step toward his future. He was ready for a new adventure, ready to learn, and ready to grow. Leaving South Africa was a big step for Elon. It marked the end of one chapter in his life and the beginning of another. It was the start of his journey to becoming the person he is today, the beginning of his dream to change the world. Chapter 2, Moving to North America. At 17 years old, Elon made a big decision. He left South Africa and moved to Canada, a very different place. Everything was new, from the people to the weather. He attended university in Canada. Life as a student was hard work, but he learned a lot. He studied hard at university in Ontario, focusing on science and business. After some time, Elon decided he wanted to study in the United States. He was accepted to the University of Pennsylvania, a very prestigious school. He moved to the USA and began his studies there. At the University of Pennsylvania, Elon earned 2 degrees, one in economics and the other in physics. They were very different subjects, but he liked both. He was a very smart student. After graduating, he decided to go to Stanford University to pursue a PhD. A PhD is a very high level of education. But Elon didn't stay at Stanford for long. He wasn't just interested in studying. He had ideas for new companies and wanted to build things and make them real. So, he decided to leave the PhD program. He wanted to start his own company. He knew it was a big risk, but he was ready to try. He believed in his ideas, and this was the beginning of a new adventure. He was ready to make his ideas a reality. Chapter 3, First Companies, Zip2 and X.com. After finishing his studies in America, Elon didn't want to work for someone else. He had big ideas and wanted to build his own companies. His first major project was Zip2. He started Zip2 with his brother, Kimball. Zip2 was a company that created software for online city guides. Imagine a map of a city, but on a computer. Businesses could pay to be featured on the map, making it easier for people to find them. This was a groundbreaking idea in the 1990s, when the internet was just beginning to gain popularity. Starting Zip2 was hard work. Elon and Kimball didn't have much money, and they worked long hours, facing many challenges. Sometimes, they didn't have enough money to pay their bills, but they kept pushing forward. They believed in their idea. Slowly, Zip2 started to gain traction. More and more businesses wanted to be on their online maps, and they began making money. Then, in 1999, a big company called Compaq bought Zip2 for a large sum of money. Elon became a millionaire, marking a major success for him. But Elon didn't stop there. He had more ideas he wanted to pursue. He started a new company called X.com, which focused on online banking and email payments. This allowed people to send money to each other online using their computers, another groundbreaking idea at the time. X.com was a good idea, but it wasn't the only company doing something similar. There was another company called Confinity that offered a similar service. So, X.com and Confinity decided to join forces and become one company. This new company was called PayPal. PayPal became extremely popular. Lots of people used it to send and receive money online because it was easy and fast. Then, in 2002, a large online marketplace called eBay bought PayPal for even more money. This was another huge success for Elon. With the money from Zip2 and PayPal, Elon was now very rich. But he wasn't interested in just having money, he wanted to do even bigger things. He wanted to change the world. Ready for his next big projects, Elon set his sights on space and cars, and he was determined to make those ideas a reality. Chapter 4, SpaceX, Going to Mars. After selling PayPal, Elon Musk had a lot of money, but he didn't want to just relax. He had a big dream, to go to space and live on other planets. In 2002, he started a new company called SpaceX. SpaceX was different from his other companies. It focused on building rockets and spacecraft. Musk wanted to make it easier and cheaper for people to travel to space. He believed that one day, humans should live on Mars. This was an ambitious and difficult goal. At the beginning, SpaceX faced many problems. Building rockets is incredibly hard, and the first few rockets they created, called Falcon 1, didn't work well. They often exploded. This was a very challenging time for Musk and his team. They lost a lot of money, and some people thought they would fail. But Musk didn't give up. He learned from his mistakes and kept working hard. Finally, in 2008, one of the Falcon 1 rockets was successful. It went into space. This was a huge moment for SpaceX, proving that they could make it happen. After that, things started to improve. SpaceX secured a major contract with NASA, the American Space Agency, to help send supplies to the International Space Station. This was a huge success for SpaceX. They began building bigger rockets called Falcon 9 and developed a special spacecraft called Dragon. The Dragon spacecraft could carry cargo to the space station. Musk's ultimate dream is still to go to Mars. He wants to build a city there. He believes that humans need to live on other planets because Earth might not be safe in the future. SpaceX is still working hard to achieve this goal. They're creating new rockets and spacecraft designed for Mars travel. It's a long and difficult journey, but Elon Musk is determined to make it happen. Chapter 5, Tesla, Electric Cars. After starting SpaceX, Elon had another big idea. He wanted to help the world use less oil and gas, believing that electric cars were the future. So, he began to focus on cars, not just rockets. In 2004, Elon Musk invested money in a company called Tesla Motors. Initially, he was just an investor, but he soon became more involved and took on the role of chairman. Tesla was working on a new type of car, one that would run solely on electricity. They were developing the Tesla Roadster, a fast and expensive sports car. It was very different from other electric cars at the time. The Roadster was a great starting point, but Elon wanted to build cars that everyone could afford. He aimed to make electric cars popular. So, Tesla began working on a new car called the Model S. It was a larger sedan with a longer range than the Roadster. The Model S was a major success, and people loved it. After the success of the Model S, Elon became the CEO of Tesla, which meant he was in charge of the entire company. Being CEO was very demanding. Tesla faced challenges in producing enough cars, and it was difficult to build them quickly while maintaining high quality. There were many obstacles, but Elon worked tirelessly to solve them. Tesla continued to grow, introducing more new models. First came the Model X, a larger vehicle like a family SUV. Then, the Model 3, a more affordable car that made electric cars accessible to more people. Later, Tesla introduced the Model Y, another SUV similar to the Model 3, expanding their lineup further. To produce all these cars, Tesla needed large factories. They built special factories called gigafactories. These factories were enormous and produced not just cars but also the batteries for those cars. Elon's goal was always bigger than simply making cars. He wanted to help the world transition to clean energy. His vision was to make electric cars the norm, so people wouldn't rely on petrol or diesel cars. He aimed to help the world move away from fossil fuels. This is why he says Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. He believes that electric cars are a key part of a cleaner, better future. Chapter 6, Other Companies. Elon Musk is a very busy man. He doesn't just focus on rockets and electric cars. He has also started other companies aimed at solving different problems in the world. These companies reflect his desire to help people in many ways. One of these companies is called Solar City. Solar City makes solar panels for houses and buildings. Solar panels use the sun's energy to generate electricity, providing a clean way to power homes and businesses while helping the environment. Later, Tesla, the electric car company, bought Solar City. Now, Tesla also sells solar panels and batteries for homes, meaning people can use the sun to power both their cars and homes. Another interesting company is the Boring Company. This company aims to build tunnels under cities. Elon Musk believes that tunnels can help solve traffic problems. When there are too many cars on the roads, these tunnels could help vehicles move faster. The Boring Company is still working on this idea, offering a new way of thinking about traffic. Then there is Neuralink. This company is working on something very innovative, connecting the human brain to computers. This is a challenging task, but if successful, it could help people with brain-related issues. It might also enhance the way people think, work, and do things, making them faster and more efficient. Finally, there is xAI. This company is working on artificial intelligence, AI, which involves creating computers that can think and learn like humans. Elon Musk wants to ensure that AI is safe and beneficial for people. He believes that AI can be incredibly powerful, so it's important to use it responsibly. These companies demonstrate that Elon Musk is focused on solving a wide range of problems. He is not afraid to tackle new challenges, even if they seem very difficult. His goal is to make the world a better place through technology. Elon is a highly ambitious person who is always coming up with new ideas. Chapter 7: The Secret of Money. Elon Musk is now the richest person in the world, but his wealth did not come quickly or easily. When Musk sold his first companies, Zip2 and PayPal, he earned millions of dollars. Rather than spending this money on expensive cars and houses, he used nearly all of it to fund new ventures. For example, he invested his own money into SpaceX and Tesla during times when both companies were facing major challenges. Many people thought investing in rockets or electric cars was too risky, but Elon Musk believed these ideas had the potential to change the world. Even when SpaceX's first rockets exploded and Tesla faced production problems, Elon Musk continued to invest both time and money. He once said, "If I'm going to fail, I want to fail doing something important." Musk's business decisions often seemed unconventional at first. When he started Tesla, most car companies believed electric vehicles, EVs, weren't profitable. But Musk focused on making EVs fast, beautiful, and exciting. He demonstrated that electric cars could be even better than gasoline-powered ones. Similarly, at SpaceX, Musk wanted to build reusable rockets, a concept many experts ridiculed due to the many challenges he would face. However, reusable rockets significantly lowered the cost of space travel. Over time, these bold, difficult decisions helped make Tesla and SpaceX leaders in their respective industries. Another key to Musk's success is his focus on the future. While many companies prioritize short-term profits, Musk spends years, or even decades, planning. For example, Tesla's factories were designed to produce batteries and cars on a large scale. At first, building such massive factories was expensive and challenging, but today, they allow Tesla to sell more cars than any other electric vehicle company in the world. Musk's long-term vision also includes ambitious goals like colonizing Mars with SpaceX and creating clean energy solutions with SolarCity. He believes that solving big problems takes time, and he is willing to wait for the results. Innovation is at the heart of Musk's companies. He encourages his engineers to explore new ideas, even if it means failing many times. For example, SpaceX's team tested rockets repeatedly, learning from each explosion until they succeeded. At Tesla, workers found creative ways to speed up car production after early delays. Musk often says, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you're not innovating enough." This mindset helps his teams tackle problems that others might think are impossible. Musk's companies have also revolutionized entire industries. Before Tesla, electric cars were viewed as slow and dull, but now nearly every car company is rushing to produce EVs. SpaceX's reusable rockets pushed other space companies to lower their prices and improve their technology. By creating products that people want and need, Musk's businesses have become incredibly valuable. As the stock prices of Tesla or SpaceX rise, so does Musk's wealth. There are important lessons to learn from Musk's journey. First, he thinks bigger than most people. While others focus on small goals, Musk dreams of sending humans to Mars or replacing fossil fuels like oil and gas. Second, he takes risks, even when failure seems likely. For example, he spent his last money on SpaceX when the company had only one rocket left. Third, he invests in solutions that may take years to bear fruit, such as building massive battery factories. Finally, Musk works harder than most CEOs, often sleeping at the office to solve problems. Musk's wealth is not just about money. He sees money as a tool to solve problems and improve life on Earth, and beyond. His success comes from believing in his ideas, even when others doubt him, and never giving up on his vision. As he once said, persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. For Musk, the secret of money is using it to create a future that others cannot yet imagine. Chapter 8, Personal Life. Being so wealthy changed some things in his life, but perhaps not as much as you might think. He still worked extremely hard. He became more and more famous, appearing on TV, giving interviews, and talking about his companies. He even appeared on comedy shows. He started to become a part of popular culture. People talked about him a lot, and many knew his name, even if they didn't know all the details of his work. Musk is known for having big ideas. He believes in taking risks and tackling challenges that others might think are impossible. He aims to solve major problems, like climate change and the potential for human life on other planets. He has a lot of energy and doesn't give up easily. His work life is incredibly intense. He often works long hours and expects the same dedication from his employees. He likes to be involved in every detail of his companies. Finding a good balance between work and personal time can be difficult for him due to his very busy schedule. Being so famous also comes with its challenges. People often write about him, and not always positively. While some admire him, others criticize him heavily. It's hard for anyone to be under such constant scrutiny. Musk has had to learn to deal with all the attention. He is also very active on social media, sometimes getting into arguments. His personal life has been complicated as well. He has been married several times and has many children. While he tries to spend time with his family, it can be difficult given his many work responsibilities. Even though he is incredibly rich and famous, Elon Musk continues to focus on his goals. He remains determined to change the world and lives a very busy life, striving to achieve big things. He tries to stay true to his beliefs, but balancing his intense work with a personal life is still a challenge for him. Chapter 9, Buying Twitter. One day, Elon Musk made a very surprising offer. He wanted to buy Twitter, the social media platform many people use to share their thoughts and news. It was a big surprise because it wasn't clear why he wanted to buy it. Twitter was already a well-known and popular company. The offer was for a lot of money. At first, it seemed like the deal might not happen. But after some time, the people at Twitter agreed to sell the company to Elon. This was a very big event because it meant that a powerful person now owned one of the most important platforms where people talked and shared ideas. After buying Twitter, Elon made some big changes. He altered how the platform worked and who could use it. One of the most notable changes was the name. He changed Twitter to X. Many people were confused by this change, and some didn't like it. They were used to the old name and logo. The changes at X sparked a lot of conversations. Some people thought the changes were good, while others believed they were bad. The media wrote many articles about what was happening. Some news outlets supported Elon, while others criticized his decisions. Some users left the platform because they didn't like the changes, while others stayed, curious to see what would happen next. Elon's purchase of Twitter illustrates the extent of his power and influence. It demonstrates that he is unafraid to implement significant changes, even when faced with opposition. Additionally, it highlights the importance of social media in today's world and how one individual can significantly shape the way we communicate. Chapter 10: What is next for Elon Musk? After all the major changes with Twitter, you might be wondering, what's next for Elon? That's a valid question. Elon Musk is never someone to rest for too long. He's full of ideas and has big plans ahead. For SpaceX, his space company, his goal of reaching Mars is still a top priority. It's a vision that means a lot to him. He envisions a future where humans live on Mars. Together with his team, he is working tirelessly to develop rockets capable of safely making the journey to Mars. In addition, they are focused on making these rockets more affordable and accessible. His goal is to make space travel a regular experience, not just something limited to astronauts. At Tesla, the car company, Elon is focused on creating even better electric vehicles. He is also working on developing batteries that can store large amounts of energy, which is crucial for harnessing solar and wind power. Elon firmly believes that electric cars and renewable energy are the future. His mission is to help reduce the world's dependence on oil and gas. He's also exploring new types of electric vehicles beyond just cars. His other companies are also working on groundbreaking projects. The Boring Company is focused on building tunnels beneath cities to solve traffic issues, potentially making travel much quicker. Neuralink is developing technology that connects the human brain to computers, an exciting and innovative concept that could benefit people with certain health conditions. Meanwhile, xAI, his artificial intelligence company, is working on creating very intelligent AI systems while ensuring they remain safe for everyone. Elon Musk isn't just focused on making money, he's deeply concerned about the future of the world. He's particularly worried about issues like climate change and how technology can shape the future. His goal is to use his companies as tools to make the world a better place. However, this vision is not without its challenges. Building rockets is extremely complex, and creating electric cars that are accessible to everyone requires tremendous effort. Along the way, Elon faces varying opinions on his ideas and methods. His frequent updates on social media invite widespread discussion, meaning that everyone has a voice in how his plans are perceived. It's difficult to predict exactly what Elon Musk will do next, as he's constantly coming up with new ideas that surprise people. But one thing is certain, he will continue striving to achieve big and meaningful goals. With a grand vision for the world, he's not going to stop working toward it. He aims to change the future and wants all of us to be a part of that transformation. His legacy will likely be that of an incredibly innovative entrepreneur who had the courage to think and act on a grand scale. What exactly that will entail, we will have to wait to find out. The end. If you enjoyed the story, please don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this. It only takes a second, and it really helps create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.